Hi, welcome to the Artist Hour. Sorry for the late start. Tonight we have Zoe Rose, and you are listening to the Artist Hour, KBCC 89.5, the voice of San Joaquin. So, Zoe, do you want to introduce yourself tonight?
Sure. I'm Zoe Rose.
Where are you from?
I'm from here, born and raised in Stockton. Yeah.
Nice. So you do music, correct?
Yes.
What type of music do you do?
I do a lot of rock, some country, a lot of country. I guess kind of some bluesy stuff. It's very eclectic.
Is this your business card? I wanted to ask you before.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah,
all right,
it's the business card.
So it says blues, country, and rock.
Yeah.
So is that what basically all you play? Do you play any other different genres?
I think everything that I play is either one of those or a subgenre of it. Like, I don't rap. That's about where I draw the line.
Just draw the line. Would you ever work with or collab with artists, like hip hop artists?
I have done in the past.
Actually,
yeah.
who?
I don't know. There was somebody that I used to do recordings with, and
Okay.
he had a internet radio site. I think he still does it. It's called iMan Radio.
Nice.
And
Shout out to that.
Yeah. Walt is awesome. He's a old timer, really cool musician, and I used to record a lot of stuff with him, and there was a song that he actually did all the backing for, like with the keyboards and different synth tracks and stuff, and he sent me just the instrumental and asked if I could throw something down on it. So I listened to it for a while and came up with some words and went over there, recorded like I think a verse and a chorus or something, and he found a hip hop artist through his site and had like sent them the track, and they just laid something down. So I have no idea who it was, but it sounded really cool.
Where is it online?
Yeah, it's imanradio.com.
Got you. Well, what year was this? Is this a while back?
Yeah, this was a while back. Yeah,
Nice.
this was probably going on 7 years ago,
Nice.
something like that. It was a while ago. Yeah.
Got you. So how long have you been in the music industry?
Well, I've been doing weird random stuff for, oh goodness, I think I was, it's been like a decade and a half since I've been actually getting into music, but I've been booking shows and playing shows on a serious level for maybe 5 years now.
That's not bad. So have you played anywhere recently in Stockton? Do you just play in Stockton, or have you branched out more?
I play primarily in Stockton because it's close to home. I like being involved in the local scene, and I have a 1.5-year-old at home, so it makes it really easy to stay close.
I have a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
A 2-year-old son. So.
But I play out in Modesto a lot too.
Shout out to Modesto.
Yeah, I go through Modesto Unplugged, and they book me up a lot. They're pretty awesome.
Nice.
Aaron is a
that
really good guy.
Booking agency?
I'm not sure if I would call it a booking agency so much, but they do a lot for the Modesto music scene out there. The Moon and Sixpence I've played at quite a few times, and the Dragonfly Art for Life is a really cool little art studio downtown, and they do music. So.
Have you ever played in Oakdale?
No, I have not.
They have a really cool spot. I believe it's called the Cottonwood Cafe. My friend Charles plays out there a lot. He does like an open mic type thing where he plays as the house band, I guess, like the returning act, and then he always has different people come in.
Sure.
Nice.
I've known a lot of people that have played in like the Oakdale area.
Oakdale is such a small little town.
Yeah.
Shout out to Oakdale.
But,
Yeah, shout out to them.
And like the Knights Ferry area as well. I know
Yeah.
a lot of people play out there, and it's a cool little spot. I just haven't made it out that far, you know. Like I say, I kind of dig sticking close to home, but
Yeah,
every
yeah,
once in a
for
while,
sure.
I like different venue. It's kind of a cool little adventure.
For sure. So do you mainly play at cafes? Have you ever played at restaurants, wineries?
I've played at a couple wineries.
How is that? That's one thing I haven't branched in yet.
It's cool. It's cool. There's usually fun crowd. You know. They get into what I do, and that's pretty cool. But it tends to be a more mellow setting.
Do you play for a long period of time?
I can. Yeah, I've been booked for like 2-hour, 3-hour gigs.
Have you played at wineries?
No, I just have tons of questions about that whole scene.
Oh, me too. Go ahead, ask them.
How does the whole dirty word of pay go with that?
I don't even go there.
No.
Yeah, no. The few times that I've played at wineries, because I don't play them very often.
Right.
The few times that I have played, it's mainly been for tips.
Right.
I'm really, really, really horrible at asking for pay.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really my primary objective when it comes
Right.
to music. It's more just spreading my music around and hoping that people enjoy it enough to continue coming out to my shows and downloading my music and listening to what I do.
No, I understand that.
Yeah.
In the beginning, it's a little intimidating sometimes, you know, because it's like, okay, you know, you're getting booked, you know, you don't really want to ask for pay right off the bat, you know, you want to make sure you build a relationship with them so that they book you more.
Not really. No, not for me anyway. No. Like if I feel that I need payment for, like, when I go out to shows out of the area, I've played at Gypsy Shack up north when it was in Sonora, and that I would ask for at least gas money.
Right.
Yeah.
So I definitely don't have an issue with that. If I need the money to get to the gig and back, then I will ask for it.
Right.
But for a lot of like the local gigs, like Lodi, Stockton area, I really don't worry about it because it is close to home, so I can make sure I get there and back without getting paid.
For sure. Where have you played at in Lodi?
I actually just played at Scotto's Winery out there. That's in the downtown Lodi area. It's Scotto's Wine and Cider is what it is. They were doing a fundraiser for the Salvation Army.
Oh, nice.
And I just played that.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, that was very cool. Paul Anderson booked me up for that one. That was a really cool show. That was really fun. I've also played at there's another winery out there called Twisted Barrel. That they did open mics there for a long time, for a while with Harvey, and I played at a few of those. And
another cool little spots in the downtown, at least on School Street, around that area with the movie theaters. There's Channel Brew. No, not Channel Brew. Was it Five Windows beer? And then Idol.
Idol. I'm going to be playing at their Ugly Sweater food drive.
Yes.
I'm going to be playing at that on the 21st.
Nice.
Yeah, so that should be fun.
How many bands are playing at Idol?
Oh, goodness. Like 4 or 5. I can't remember exactly. I'd have to kind of go through and remember the names of everybody playing.
Idol is a pretty cool place. Five Windows, they have a pretty cool beer garden in the back, and they have a little cool stage up there too.
Sweet. Heck yeah.
So,
Nice.
would you call this an EP, an album, an LP, or just a CD of music?
It's a CD with my music on it, man.
For sure. I just want to, for the people who are tuning in.
Yeah.
How many songs do you know?
I can't remember exactly. I think maybe 6.
6?
But they're all my more recent stuff. It's
Okay.
all my acoustic stuff that when I'm playing solo gigs, that's this is pretty much what you're gonna hear.
Nice. Will you be playing a couple off this tonight?
Yes, I think there's one song on there that I'll be playing tonight.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, what's it called?
The Storm.
The Storm. What's it about?
I thought we were gonna stay away from religion and politics, so
It's about that kind of.
well, a lot of my music is inspired by different things going on in life, and a lot of things reflect what's going on in society in the world, and so yeah, there's certain songs that I have, like The Storm, where it has certain religious references, and it basically just has to do with people who are very self-righteous, and they look down on others because they're so self-righteous, and in reality they're actually doing some pretty bad things.
Okay.
So
that's called The Storm?
Yeah.
When did you write it? How recent is it?
It's maybe 3 years old now.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 or 3 years old. I did a lot of stuff right before I got pregnant. And during the pregnancy, I was playing gigs until I was about 8 months pregnant.
Wow.
And I couldn't do it anymore. And then once my kid hit about 6 months old, and started going fully on the bottle, I got out again, started trying to get back into the scene, and that whole time I was still writing and practicing. I can't stay away.
Yeah,
so.
for sure. Seems like music's in your blood.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
So, do you have any other music out besides this?
Yeah, on cdbaby.com, there's there's a couple things that you could download on there. There's a free download called Just a Taste, and that has some.
Do you have any other
Whoops, sorry.
out besides? It's all good. Is it this?
Yeah, the Just a Taste. That's the free download that you can get. I think there's like maybe 4 tracks that are free downloads on there. And there's also, I think there's a CD called Fits and Giggles that's on there. And that's way more of like, I was playing with recordings and recording tracks over tracks.
So it's like experimenting then.
Kinda, yeah. So like this stuff is way more acoustic based.
Okay.
It's me and my partner Sam Smiley, my suitcase drum, and my guitar, and it captures what you would be catching live. Whereas Fits and Giggles was me sitting down with my recording program and playing bass tracks over guitars and different stuff like that. So
how long have you been playing music?
Forever.
Forever.
Since I was aware of it, I guess. I mean, I've been singing since day one. You sing with your favorite song that comes on, or you know, the movie or whatever. And so I've been singing my whole life. I picked up piano when I was in kindergarten, and
Really? Kindergarten?
Yeah, clarinet when I was in 4th grade, guitar when I was 15.
No.
And just kind of...
Is it safe to assume you can read music?
I can read music, but I can't sight read.
Oh, for sure.
Can you write music?
I suck at sight reading.
Yeah, I can write music. Yeah, for sure.
Kind of had a late start in life, because I'm adopted, and so like when I went to foster care from 2 to 4, and I got adopted at 5, had to like relearn about just about everything. So it just amazes me when I hear stories of like people who are in kindergarten or preschool doing some of the stuff that's like, man. By that time, I was like, dude, I didn't even know how to talk at the time.
I was very, very fortunate growing up, and I always say that I'm very grateful for the family that I have. My parents have always been super, super supportive of me and
Were they
everything.
musicians too?
My mother's side of the family is all very musical. They're all in the entertainment biz in some way, shape, or form. whether it be playing proper gigs or, with their guitars, or some of them were on stage, like doing, London theater kind of stuff.
I love theater.
Yeah.
Theater is a passion for me. I did about 2 years in high school, and then when I got to Delta College, I took a theater class, just briefly learn more about it.
Sure.
I love theater, but I was more of the backstage light and prop.
Sure, yeah.
Never really acted. I couldn't sing either, so.
I got you. You could always be the tree.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah. What about your dad's family? Were they into music too?
Not so much. I remember my dad playing Greensleeves a lot on the guitar when I was a kid. It was like a family joke that my dad only knew 2 songs, and that was Greensleeves and House of the Rising Sun. And
the same song.
Yeah, like anytime he picked up a guitar, those would be the songs that he would play. And I actually learned how to play on his guitar, which was this really old Epiphone that had like this huge monster neck and a really high action on it and everything. Mm-hmm. And being like 10, 12 years old, it was kind of gnarly on my little fingers. But my uncle, who it's uncle by marriage kind of thing, but he was very musical, so I got a lot of that influence through him. A lot of Beatles I have to attribute to my uncle, is my love for the Beatles.
For sure. What's your favorite Beatles song?
Oh, I don't have a favorite song. They're
all good.
They're
How
freaking
dare you
amazing.
ask that?
They're all good. All right. What's your favorite Beatles album?
That's another really tough one. Like, I love the White Album for, all of the experimental tunes that they have. Happiness is a Warm Gun is a freaking killer tune. Helter Skelter is an awesome tune. But I really like the older stuff too. I sing to my kid a lot of the Beatles stuff, so like the 8 Days a Week, and
Do you follow up on music with any of the other members that are still currently alive, like their solo stuff?
Not really, no. I mean, like, I love the Beatles to death, but I have the Wings Over America album.
Okay.
But I mean, like, that's about as far as I go
heard,
with Paul.
Have you heard the you may have, actually, because it was on the radio, but that song Paul McCartney did with Kanye West and Rihanna?
No. Wait. The number song where they're counting or something?
Yeah.
Right?
4, 5, 6.
That one, yes, I did hear it.
One.
And I've heard it enough times for a lifetime. I don't need to hear it ever again. It's not horrible. It's not horrible.
Decent.
It's not absolutely horrible. It's just not. It's not the same, man. It's not as good. It's not as good. Like John Lennon, he had some solo stuff that I really dug on. The song that he did for Mr. Holland's Opus, it was the song for his kid, Sean. That's a really cool song.
I can only think of
Beautiful Boy.
Is it Beautiful Boy?
Beautiful Boy. Yeah, that one. That's a cool one. I dig that one. It's nice and sweet, Imagine is another one, nice and sweet. I dig a lot of John's stuff more than the others.
Yeah,
for sure.
So do you what would you say your music influence, as in like what influences you to play more of the music you play right now?
Oh, goodness. Everything influences me. Like I said before, I can't not play music.
Yeah.
I have avidly tried to not play music. Just because trying to get gigs and get myself out there, get the word out there, get my sound out there can be very deterring sometimes, especially when you get a lot of no responses or just flat out no's or things like that. It can be very deterring. It can be very competitive with other musicians sometimes in certain circles, not all the time.
I'd say bug. don't bug too much, just bug enough to where, you know, they're starting to notice you and your name more.
Yeah.
You know.
I just, you know, like I say, I put myself out there a little bit. I say, hey, I'm here. This is me. Plug myself. And, you know, like I say, you do that enough times and you get that kind of, you don't get the response that you want back.
Yeah.
And you get that enough times. It can be very deterring. And so at that point, I'll kind of want to just pack it all in and say, screw it, you know, like, I'm done with it all. It's too much stress. I'm not going anywhere with it. You know, I can't even get paid doing this. Like, I'm done. Mm-hmm. And I kid you not, like, the next day I'll come up with a song lyric, or I'll just, like, have a song going through my head, and I have to play. I have to get out my energy. I have to get out my emotions somehow. And that's the only way I can do it. So,
that's what's cool about music, you know, is you know, describing, you know, how you feel and your emotions into it, because it's an art form where you know, it's perfect in your own eyes, you know. Alejo, would you say, was it hard for you to come back into the music scene when you took a little hiatus?
I was very fortunate in that I met the right people at the right time when I decided to come back, and I was given a spot at a very cool place pretty much right away. So it wasn't super hard. But yeah, you do get a lot of no responses, and you know, and it does get deterring, because I mean, besides like not so secret shows and like, or working with Chris, there wasn't a lot of people that were calling me out to shows, you know, and every time I've sent stuff out, everybody, like, especially like in Lodi, where it's like the wineries and stuff like that, they don't want to have the bright side of suicide blasted on their website, you know what I mean? So the name turns a lot of people off. So, and you know, it's fine if there was a place in Lodi that was more like for the fringier side of music, or more experimental, more edgy, I guess, not so clean cut.
And that's when I just play on a corner.
Yeah.
For real. I've done that so many times where I can't get a gig, but I have to play. Mm-hmm. So I do. I grab my guitar and I grab Sam and I just go find a corner, mm-hmm. or, you know, like I'll grab a cup of coffee and I'll sit in front of a coffee shop or something that has some heavy footsteps. I've gone to Frisco and done it a few times in San Francisco.
That's cool.
Yeah, man, like, sometimes that's the only way you can play.
Yeah.
Now, for the ones who are just tuning in, we have Zoe Rose on 98.5, or 89.5, sorry about that. KBCC, I'm still getting used to the tags, since we're going to be on FM pretty soon.
Yeah.
Would you want to introduce Sam?
Sure, we can introduce Sam. How would you like me to do that? Should I pull him up on the table?
How would you play him?
How would I play him? I stomp on him.
All right, for sure. So, how would you describe Sam then?
Sam is Sam Smiley, the Samsonite suitcase drum.
Okay.
And I was trying to get a bigger sound, because for some of my stuff, it's got a lot of rock bass to it, and I get quite loud. And I needed some extra thump to my noise. And I had thought about getting one of those children's-sized bass drums to stomp on. And I was going through YouTube, actually, looking at one-man bands and seeing what kind of setups they had.
Shout out to Alejo. Alejo is a one-man band.
Yes, he is.
Sure.
Yeah, for sure. But I discovered a guy named Shaky Graves.
Shout out to Shaky Graves.
Shaky Graves is freaking amazing. And he is the whole reason that Sam was born. Well, part of the reason. The other reason, I gotta give credit to my girl Monica. Monica is freaking amazing. And I was telling her about my idea for this suitcase drum. And I said, I need an old school Samsonite suitcase drum. She goes, dude, I have one in the trunk of my car.
Hey.
No joke. So she went out there and she grabbed this suitcase out the trunk of her car. And it was perfect. And thus Sam was born.
So why name Sam?
Because he's a Samsonite suitcase.
Why not any other name? Just
Samsonite.
Samsonite.
No, I know.
Samsonite.
I know.
It just kind of worked.
yeah.
So, and I drew the big smiley face on him, and so he became Sam Smiley.
No. I like the
Sounds like
smiley.
an old country rock singer.
Yeah.
Sam
Yeah.
Smiley.
Sam Smiley.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I check out the hashtag Sam Smiley, and
On Instagram?
use, Instagram and Facebook and
Gotcha.
YouTube. I use it a lot for all of my stuff.
For sure. I'll make sure to put that in the comments below.
Sure.
Hashtag Sam Smiley.
Yeah.
So you're going to be playing the Storm?
Sure. Yeah.
Or is that your first choice? Or
I had a few songs.
play whatever one you want to start.
Yeah, you want me to play now? Or?
Yeah, that'd be
Okay.
great.
I could do that. Let me just real quick.
For sure. You have a lot of buttons.
I like
Buttons and pins.
I like buttons a lot. I'm actually gonna play this tune. It's called Shades of a Dream, and this is probably actually one of my newest songs.
Ooh.
So
Have you played it live?
I
yet?
have played it live a few times.
Cool.
Yeah, I have done that a few times. But yeah. So I'm gonna play that one. And
What's it called?
what style?
What style? No.
No, what's the
that-
name of the song? I
Yeah.
think.
Is that the name?
Shades of a Dream.
Shades of a Dream.
Yeah, that's the name of the song.
Is this off your?
It's not on that one.
Gotcha.
No, I recorded that before I wrote this. So, got Sam down here doing his thing. Here we go. Yeah. Chasing after that forgotten ghost, shimmer of hope that I'm needing most. Pray to the Lord to ease my pain, hoping that it all hasn't been in
survive, all for our own paradise. Run, run just as fast as you can. We keep on running to that promised land. Or chasing after that forgotten ghost, shimmer of hope that I'm needing most. Pray to the Lord to ease my pain, hoping that it all hasn't been in vain.
Nice.
Nice.
That sounds really, really good.
So what's
Thank
it
you.
about? What's the song about?
That song is about
Oh man, I just realized I forgot my beanie and I'm exposing my bald shame.
Hey, no hate here. We love Alejo for
Yeah.
everything.
I'm sorry. What was the song? What is the song about?
the song is about pretty much wondering if you're on the right track. You know, wondering if what you've been striving for has been worth all the pain and the effort and the time and all the sacrifices that have been made to get to where you want to be, and whether future sacrifices and time and effort are going to be worth getting to where you want to be. That's what that song is about.
For
That's
sure.
really cool. For everybody who is just tuning in, you are listening to the voice of San Joaquin and Stockton. This is the Artist Hour, and tonight we have Zoe Rose with us. That song was The Storm that you just heard?
Shades of a Dream.
Shades of a Dream, I'm sorry. And yeah.
Yeah, soon we're gonna be on FM. We're gonna be broadcasting live to Tracy and Lodi soon, and so we got that 89.5 FM coming very soon.
Yeet.
So if you ever get that recorded, or if it's recorded at all, definitely send that our way.
Sure.
Same with this, and we can get that played live.
Have you published anything online to listen to, as far like on SoundCloud, Bandcamp, or anything like that?
Like I was saying before, there's this stuff on CD Baby.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Other than that, I mean, I used to use SoundCloud a lot, but we went super low tech at the house, so we
Mhm.
don't have internet or anything like that at the house.
Mhm.
So all of my internet based stuff has to be done through my phone.
Right.
And I don't know how to use the SoundCloud app.
Mm.
I've tried to figure it out. I can't figure it out. So I just gave up on SoundCloud. I still have an account. There's still really, really old, horrible music on there.
Mhm.
So, I mean, if you want to check me out and laugh at me on SoundCloud, feel free. I will never even know that you're on there. But yeah, so it's primarily on the CD Baby and a lot of YouTube stuff.
Is
Do you
that
have a
under
channel?
Zoe Rose?
Yeah, everything's under Zoe Rose.
Or better yet, you can catch her live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When's your next show?
The next show is the Ugly Sweater gig at Idol on the 21st. Idol Beer Works in Lodi. Other than that, I have stuff coming up in January. I just started a side project.
Oh yeah,
I heard about
I was
that.
about to dabble into that. You wanna describe what is it Mudville Massacre?
Yeah.
You wanna
yeah.
describe what Mudville Massacre is?
Yeah, sure. Mudville Massacre is a side project that I decided to start because my solo stuff does not give me the energy release that I need sometimes. So me and my friend Roxy got together.
Shout out to Roxy.
Yeah,
she has
Roxy
a really nice
Looney.
voice.
We used to play together in a band called Boot Hill Calamity, and we did a lot
Dude,
of.
I love your guys' band's name. They're
Thank you.
amazing.
We did a lot of country covers, a lot of Patsy Cline, Loretta Lynn, Pistol Annie
snap.
stuff,
Okay.
and we took those, and some of them we left pretty close to original, but a lot of them we sped up. And we just kind of rocked the hell out of them. We had a few punk rock tunes that we did, and if anybody knows Roxy, she is like the living rainbow. So it's kind of difficult to not have fun while you're on stage with her because she's just this colorful, smiling thing on stage. So we had a lot of fun with Boot Hill, and
What happened with Boo Hill?
she got pregnant, and she, with her kid and everything like that, it just got really difficult for us to do anything. But
So relatable.
yeah,
you
now
can-
things have kind of settled. Her little one is almost 3, and mine's a year and a half. So we're both in a position where we can focus more on the music, and I hit her up saying I want to start a punk rock band, and she said yes, let's do this. So we got on it and we started trying to figure things out, and we had a drummer for a minute.
Was it Jalal?
Huh?
Was it Jalal?
Yeah. I was trying not to bring up names.
No,
man,
I'm sorry about that.
I don't like throwing people under the bus
was,
like that.
I mentioned him because he was in my band for a good
You
five
have mentioned him in the show before.
5 to
so-
6 months. Yeah.
Yeah. He's very cool people. We jammed out, and it was all rad. We had a really cool jam session. He felt the songs. It seemed like everything was groovy. It's just life situations right now aren't working out.
Do you still need a drummer? That's the
I
question.
kind of still need a drummer.
Okay.
Yeah. I was reaching out to one of our other drummer friends, but I haven't really gotten a response back yet.
That's relatable too, because I'm restarting my band from scratch again, so I need a drummer too.
Everybody needs a drummer, man.
So if,
Everybody needs a drummer.
Hit
But
up Zoe Rose for Mudville Massacre. Hit me up for Wish Friends.
yeah, man. Like I say, Mudville Massacre is all punk rock. All punk rock. So it's all fast. It's all really high energy. It's the old school punk rock. So there's like weird L7 covers and some Ramones stuff and Misfits and
For sure.
yeah, and then some of the originals. I have quite a few of the originals going on there too.
Nice.
So
Have you
yeah.
played your first gig from Mudville?
The first gig for Mudville Massacre is going to be at the Blackwater Cafe on January 10th.
That's the day before I turned 22.
Hey, rock
Yeah, that's my birthday weekend.
out! There you
21?
go.
I thought you
Yeah.
were 22 already.
Nah,
You're a
'cause
baby, dude.
I am a baby. For sure.
When was that show again?
January 10th.
Blackwater Cafe.
Yeah.
I actually have a show coming up at Blackwater too, December 27th. That's our next Tower Up show.
Nice. We got a guy coming up from Orange County, and he's billing as Lampposts.
Okay.
And he's the one who hit me up for the show. So he's got some really fun sounds that he's going to be doing, and we have Marcellus Flores is going to be.
Shout out to Marcellus.
Yeah, he's going to be
So-
doing some comedy.
I was
and,
gonna ask, is he hosting or just
he's,
comedy?
He's just doing some comedy. He's going to be open up, and then we have Nick Michelson as well. That's going to be doing some comedy in between the music sets.
Nice.
So yeah, it's going to be a fun, eclectic night for sure. For sure.
I gotta ask, who came up with the name?
That'd be me.
Why Mudville Massacre?
Well, Mudville because where
Stockton.
we're from. We're both born and raised in Stockton, and Massacre mainly because we're massacring sound, we're massacring genre, we're just we're out there killing stuff. So
I dig it. I'm with it.
For sure. So,
Yeah.
do you want to play us another song?
Sure, I can go ahead and play The Storm now. Yeah, do that one.
I just want to shout. I'm sorry. I want
Yeah.
to shout out real quick to our friends, my friends Nicolas and Andres, listening to us in Argentina.
Hey.
So thank you guys so much for joining us.
Argentina, that's pretty sweet.
That's
Yeah.
actually where Alejo's from.
That is.
Ah,
That's where I was born and raised.
Wow, awesome. That must be a trip.
It was a 16-hour long trip by plane, actually.
I didn't mean literal trip, man, but rock out, okay.
16 hours and 55 minutes to be exact.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Yeah, no, screw that. So, yeah, okay.
All right, so we're gonna listen to the storm.
The
then?
Storm, yeah. This one's nice and sweet. Nice and short.
But as a very impact message, kind of.
Huh?
You said it's more political.
Political, social, religious, spiritual, sure. I mean, a lot
All
of
of
this
the above.
stuff, you could take it literal or you can take it figuratively and apply it to all kinds of different things. So, you know, it just depends on how you look at words and life. All right, so yeah, the storm, okay.
Storm's coming in, it's just around the bend. Now the times that you find out who's foe and who's a friend. In desperate times, single out the useless and the blind. Who's to judge a person's worth of seeking you shall find. You try to reach the heaven, crashing at the gate. Not a sacrifice, and you think your debts are paid. Crawling on your knees, praying to your God, seeking shelter from the storm, but your back's against the wall. You're running from your demons, but there's nowhere to hide. Cross around your neck, there's nothing but pride. Judgment day has come and you just can't deny. Storm's coming fast and you're running out of time. Whoa, oh, oh, oh,
Nice.
That was short and sweet.
Short and sweet.
Somebody was like,
yeah.
okay, shaking their head to the beat.
So this one's off the album.
That one is on the album, yeah. That album is actually, you can't see it because the card's in the way, but I call it Live from the Ameriolum.
So is this all live from one show? Is it a collection of shows?
The Ameriolum in Latin means small room.
Okay.
Nice.
And I had a music room that was not much bigger than this little room that we're in. And I had Sam and I have a old wooden letter box that I shoved a tambourine in and I stomp on that with the other foot. And then I had the guitar and I sang and I just mic'd everything up and hit the record button. So that's what's on that, and that's why I call it Live from the Ameriolum, because it's just kind of a one-take live recording from my little room.
It really does sound like a venue name.
For sure.
I mean, open up your own.
There you
Mariolum.
go. There you go. We always need more music venues in
Trixie.
Stockton. So do you have more of these?
More CDs?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. I
sure.
didn't bring them with me.
No,
but
it's good.
I do have more.
It's good. I'm gonna keep it because at the Tower Up I raffle
Okay.
local merchandise from local artists.
Oh,
and
sweet.
So,
So some random person might get my CD.
Yes.
Awesome.
yes, for sure. I want to make sure you have more because I definitely want to keep a copy here at the station so we can get you into our system and
Oh, for
play your
sure.
music.
Yeah. I have more, just not on me. Like I say, they're at home, but I bring them with me to any show. I usually have a stack.
So are they usually free? Or do you charge?
These ones I charge, but I do have hard copies of Just a Taste, which is just the 4-track,
Gotcha.
and that one I give out for free. Yeah.
So it's kind of like a demo,
Yeah.
in a way, yeah.
You should do a follow-up called Just a Tip.
There you go. There you go. So
That's a little too rated X for
Yeah.
me.
It's a taste. It's a
There you
Just
go.
a
It's like-
Taste is rated R.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
okay.
rated R.
There you go. Okay.
You
Okay.
took it a step further.
but that's a good idea. So what do you have plans going into 2020 besides your January 10th show? What are you working on that you can maybe tease? 'Cause, I know you don't want to give away all
Yeah,
of it.
my big, like I say, I have the big project is Mudville Massacre, and working on that, trying to find a drummer and possibly a bassist to kind of fill in the sounds. And
I need a bassist too.
yeah, so that's kind of a big focus. Is that other than that, it's just kind of keep plugging away how I've been doing it with my my solo stuff. Hopefully, things don't dry up too much, and I can continue having, my big goal is to have like 3 shows a month. I like to have one weekend where I'm not doing anything. Other than that, I like to have at least 1 gig a week,
For sure. What I would recommend is posting, trying to stay relevant, whether it's going live on Instagram with you guys playing, or maybe it's just you. It's just making sure you're keeping up and making sure you want to stay relevant so people can, know what you're doing.
Oh yeah. No,
I've seen some videos on, I think, Facebook of Mudville. You guys are playing in the garage. A garage.
Yeah, that's our practice area. Yeah, like I said, Mudville Massacre is still kind of in the birthing phases. So there'll definitely be a lot more to come. Even if it's just me, Roxy, and Sam, we're there's going to be a lot more going on. In the summertime, I do park sessions. So I'll take Sam and a guitar, and I'll just go to whatever local park and record a little video of something. And I also do something called sister sessions, which hasn't been going on for a minute because my sister has been very busy. But my sister is very musically talented as well, so we get together sometimes and we do sister sessions, and we'll record a video of us playing together.
Have you ever
Sure.
submitted a Tiny Desk
No.
concert?
Have you submitted a Tiny Desk
I
concert?
have not. I've never found a Tiny Desk.
Ah.
Like anything that was
Hey,
like
look,
quaint,
look.
because everybody does like
This is a
super
Tiny
cool,
Desk.
Everybody does like super cool little like weird, like videos for them. And I just haven't found anything that like I haven't come up with a concept, but I've always wanted to try one. I think
By yourself, or
yeah, Sloom did one. I remember. I think I saw them. They submitted one. I was either Sloom or Paperspace.
Nice.
But yeah, those are always cool because if you get picked or get featured, like it's
More exposure for you,
it's
exposure.
And they're also pretty simple to make. If you already are
Sure.
making videos, then
Sure. My experience with a lot of those is in order to get featured, in order to get picked or anything like that, it relies on people going to a site and voting for you. And I don't have enough people that are willing to go and vote for me in something like that for me to even really bother with it.
right.
I mean, yeah, sure, it's a fun idea, but I always look at what's the ultimate point of why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Right.
And every time when it comes to music, ultimately, I'm doing what I'm doing because I just want to play. And I can get the same kind of satisfaction, you know, playing at an open mic. I actually get more satisfaction playing at an open mic or playing on a street corner than I would playing for a contest or a competition or something like that.
Yeah.
I've done the competition thing, and it is so just soul-sucking. I can't get into it. I know that there's some people that love it. They thrive on it. They get into it, and that's great. You know, to each their own. It's just definitely not for me. Definitely
sure.
not for me.
I wanted to give a couple of shout outs and go over some events coming up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I'm a shout out to Ash Bricky on Instagram. It's called Ash Bricky. I'm going to be working more with him for a side project I'm doing. And he has a show tomorrow I think it's in Modesto. It's Got Shocks.
That's Modesto.
Like the music store?
Live at Got. I mean, I'm not really into the Modesto music scene, but it is Live at Got Shocks. It's a $3 cover.
They have like a music center, isn't it? Like a Got Shocks music center.
Yeah, there's the one like where everybody gets their like
133 Bernie Street.
Yeah, like that's where they get their like schools get their trumpets and stuff like that.
Yeah, they put shows on there quite often.
Yeah, he's playing Friday the 13th. That's gonna be a $3 cover charge, and then he's playing Saturday, December 14th. He's doing music nights at the Moon Mocon Theater. That's in Modesto too. Mm-hmm. Have you played there before?
No, I have not.
And it's gonna be Ash Berkey, Kubik, Satori, and Noah Martin. Sorry if I butchered your name. And then we got our next Tower Up show that's gonna be really fun at Blackwater Cafe. So the whole point of the Tower Up is basically to get the tower up for the radio station. It's a fundraising event. It's, you know, all the proceeds goes to here, whether it's to get the tower up or better equipment, better mics, better cameras. And it's going to be $5 at the door. And it's going to be K-Dough and the Donuts. They're from Lodi. They play, shout out to them. They do a lot of booking for Idol and Five Windows in Lodi too. Then it's going to be Gnarly Critter. Thank you Alejo for that connect.
Oh, no problem. Shout out to Woozy.
Yes. They were gonna do duo. They were gonna do the Eat the Police, but Woozy had to drop out last minute. But it's okay. Gnarly Critter's still gonna come in support. Then we got That's Rude. They're a new upcoming band in Stockton, California. Mm-hmm. Headliners is gonna be Grade Blue.
Didn't we play with them at the flower shop?
Yep.
Yeah, they were rad.
How is That's Rude?
They're good.
Awesome.
They're good. They're very very complete. That's what I remember them. Their sound is very whole.
Yeah.
So
it
was good.
They seemed pretty rehearsed. They were good. Yeah.
For sure. And we got a fifth band. I'm gonna have to get that updated. I had we had No Worries, but then they dropped yesterday, so I'm looking to find a fifth replacement to update that flyer, but that's going to be December 27th at the Blackwater. There's also going to be a raffle at the end of the night. We're going to be raffling off local merchandise. I still got Grade Blue shirt, the one fish, blue fish, two fish, three fish. One fish, two fish, Grade blue fish shirt. It's like an onomatopoeia in a way.
No.
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 In a way.
It's not an onomatopoeia.
Maybe in the way that it's hard to pronounce.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
An onomatopoeia when you try to pronounce it and you can't.
There you go. and then we got Zoe Rose's album. We're gonna be rapping out.
Try this one. Diction is done with the tip of the tongue and the teeth.
Nah.
Do it.
No.
Diction is done with the tip of the tongue and the teeth.
Nah, you do it.
I just did twice.
Do it again. Do it slower.
Diction is done with the tip of the tongue and the teeth. They taught me that.
I got to practice that.
That's like a choir thing.
He has to practice it too. He can say it fast, just not slow.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I guess, right?
Do you have any upcoming shows, Alejo?
I don't.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I just finished school. I'm chilling. I'm gonna focus on recording the album.
What do you want to talk about with that?
That's for sure. I'm releasing it at the latest in the summer.
Do you have an album name?
It's gonna be either Late Perusia or Late Boomer, and yeah.
Is it just gonna be you?
It's just me. I'm looking for a band to put together to play the songs from that album for a release show that I want to plan, and I'm working with Ethan Studios out in Sacramento. Shout out to Rob, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just taking it easy.
Yeah, I mean it's getting towards the end of the year. Holidays are coming.
Yeah, if
up.
anything comes up, then cool. If not, then I know what I'm doing. You know?
Yeah, I can't wait for January.
Sweetbot Cafe.
Mm-hmm.
They've been doing shows, I think, every other Friday.
Yeah, they're up. Yeah, I've seen them coming up.
Yeah,
You know.
Yeah, if you're ever looking for a gig, hit them up. They're pretty welcoming people.
Cool.
Yeah.
Will do.
I'm excited for season 4 of the Artist Hour. We definitely got a good lineup. And I'm still having bands and artists hit me up for that. But we have definitely a different variety. We actually got like 3 bands from Modesto. So we're definitely we're bringing the Modesto music scene here finally. I'm excited for that. Next week we have Ben Chaos.
Yeah, you know it's funny. You were talking about today, like those days where you feel like discouraged, or I can't remember what the exact word you. Deterred. Yeah. Ben has actually I was just reading one of his posts talking about like how this business sometimes makes him want to crawl into a hole.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
dealt with Ben. I've dealt with Ben in the past. He's hooked me up. That was actually a very strange gig. But yeah, he hit me up when I was playing with Boot Hill Calamity with Roxy.
Okay.
And he booked us for a show at Chativa's.
Yeah, he's still booking there.
Yeah, with so he had us play the little country duo with a bunch of DJs and hip hop guys, and
That does sound
Yeah.
strange.
And now,
really weird.
now what he's doing is it's called Return of the Viking. It's his tour basically, and he's booking hip hop artists mixed with heavy hardcore metal bands.
That seems like
And
a
that's-
better
yes,
mix
yes.
though than
Well,
like,
Ben,
hey, here's some country
We're gonna have to
dude,
hook
you
up
know.
with Woozy and Gnarly.
Yes. When they were on our show last week, I was just talking about that. Like,
Cool.
dude, you need to hit up Ben. So
Could you imagine Dolly Parton opening up for like, you know, who's one of these
Can't-
new
All right,
people?
all right,
Like
so
I don't even know the new
I
rap
watched-
artists
Cannibal
and
Corpse.
stuff. Man, like Kanye West.
I watched a like electro bossa nova tango group from France open for Cypress Hill, who was at the same time opening for Snoop Dogg, and they got
hey,
booted off the stage by everybody. Booted out. And it was in Argentina, like where
man.
tango is from. And they got booted off the stage. Like nobody wanted to see them. They're like, no, we're here for Cypress Hill and Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Take your accordion somewhere.
That's kind of what I'm saying, you know, is like when you're booking bands, it's a good idea to make sure that the vibe of the bands all kind
Yeah.
of are in keeping with each other. You
And
know?
I could see that, but like, because they're used to like electro tango, so it's like a lot of samples with a lot of like modern tango. It's like electronic music mixed with tango.
Yeah.
So I guess because of the bass and drum sound, you could kind of see the relationship with hip hop.
Sure.
But that was for sure a bad booking call.
Yeah, for sure.
you have your ups and downs on it, you know. I book a lot of shows too.
Have you ever booked anybody that brought you any problems?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to get into that, but I've been there and I've done that. For sure, not to live and learn. Not booking them again, but
You know what
So-
they say, you live and you die.
that's true. So, to end the Artist Hour, what is this? Would be like episode 7, I would say. No, 6. Episode 6 was Zoe Rose.
It's
Do-
the Zoe Rose special.
It is the Zoe Rose
It doesn't need an
special.
episode name or
Nope.
number.
No, do you wanna count us out? Do you have anything else you wanna say to
Oh,
the?
sorry. I wanted to say there's a look up at the Not So Secret shows because they are having their last show
Of the year, right?
No. For a while, they're
Ooh.
shutting it down for a minute. So if you, I believe it's December the 28th. Can you check that
Yeah.
for me?
Yeah.
I believe it's on December the 28th. But it's gonna be an amazing lineup. Cardinal Sins is coming back for it,
I was about to mention that.
and
I can bring back the date. It's gonna be December 28th.
December 28th.
Cardinal Sins, Malaska, Cough It Up, Stoop Kids,
Oh,
Paper Space,
Malaska.
Silly Lung. December 28th, doors open at 6. Music starts at 6:30. 678 Orange Avenue. The final not so secret show, and please respect the house and the neighbors.
Yeah.
Make
Don't-
sure you do that.
Yeah. You will get booted out if not. So
Yeah.
I've seen it happen.
That's, whoever booked this show, they knew what they were doing. Because if you looked at that lineup, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
You going to that?
Me, I'm for sure going.
I'll be there too.
I'm going for sure.
So, anything else you want to say to the audience?
Just check me out on Facebook and Instagram, Zoe Rose on Facebook, and Zoe Rose Music on Instagram. And just give me a like, give me a follow, share me, book me. For sure.
I'm going to be doing a lot of booking next year, especially in January and February. So, for sure, I'll definitely add you into our next tour up, if not January, February.
Hey, yeah, sounds fun. For sure.
You want to count us out, Alejo?
All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. This has been the Artist Hour on TVOSJ, the voice of San Joaquin and Stockton, 89.5 FM KBCC Tracy. Please join us next week when we will have Bang Chaos. And yeah, thank you so much for listening. Bye-bye.